dream I know deep up my feelings for you.
As the people of Edo State ahead of the poll on Saturday elect a new governor, South Regional Manager Shola O'Neil reflect on Governor Godwin Obaseki's numerous battles with political leaders, his former associates, and traditional institutions. So he suggests that although the governor's name and face might not be on the ballot, his record and controversies could significantly impact the election. Outcome, my people with small matter, particularly for the PDP candidate, Aso Ihudalo. My people with small matter. The question now is, can PDP retain power in Edo State? Moving on after this, we have Godwin Obaseki, the governor of Edo State, has asked civil servants not to vote for gubernatorial candidates who cannot articulate their ideas for Edo State. All right, my wonderful people, welcome back to my wonderful channel. Thank you all so much for joining us. If today is the first time of watching, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, but don't forget to turn the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a video to all amazing subscribers. Thank you so much for joining. So, my people, let's dive into the main theory. The site of Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki in tears at an event last Thursday was unusual, so it was a far cry from the boisterous and typical confident Obaseki, who has dominated the state's political landscape for the last 8 years. The governor is nearing the end of his constitutional allowed 2 4-year term, which will conclude in October. Obaseki's name may not be on the ballot, but his image and influence loom large enough to affect the chances of the People's Democratic Party in this election. Like many Nigerians, Governor Godwin Obaseki has handpicked Mr. Asi Hodalo as his chosen successor, and in his tears reveal how much is at stake for him in the contest. Days after Governor Godwin Obaseki wept, he switched to an aggressive stance, declaring on Saturday that the election was a do-or-die matter for him. Those familiar with Governor Godwin Obaseki suggest that his recent outbursts are just Obaseki being Obaseki. That since succeeding his predecessor and former political benefactor, Comrade Adams Oshomole, Governor Godwin Obaseki has sparked numerous controversies and clashed with powerful figures, while ruling the state with a strong hand, from refusing to inaugurate duly elected opposition lawmakers and placing the Edo State House of Assembly under lock and key to sidelining his deputy, Philip Shaibu. Governor Godwin Obaseki has been marked by a series of confrontations. His opponents argue that his tenure is riddled with broken promises, controversies, and betrayal of those who supported him, leading many of his close associates to secretly refer to him as the use and dumb governor. Governor Godwin Obaseki lives by his middle name, Inohese, meaning one who must have his way. This threat has been evident in his dealings, even with the highly respected Oba of Benin, Ukwa Bolewera too. Despite warnings, Obaseki has refused to back down on several issues, including those involving the Reverend Benin monarchy. My photo is small. Political analyst says that Obaseki embodies his Ematon hammer, that is his nickname, crushing everything in his path, including perceived minor obstacles, while he was more retained in his early years as he consolidated power. Governor Godwin Obaseki has become increasingly dominating and destructive in his approach to governance. So the first significant casualty of Governor Godwin Obaseki's rise was Adams Oshomole, the man who brought him from relative obscurity and introduced him to the Edo public. Their fallout, which began within the All Progressive Congress, was dramatic, with Obaseki aligning to remove him as national chairman of the APC. Obaseki celebrated Oshomole's downfall, openly rejoicing with his adversaries. So, supported by his deputy, Comrade Philip Shaibu, Obaseki switched party in 2020, moving to PDP when it became clear that the Adams Oshomole would block him from securing the APC ticket for re-election. However, after securing his second term, Obaseki turned against Philip Shaibu, who had been instrumental in his re-election and helped neutralize Oshomole's influence in Edo North. When Godwin Obaseki orchestrated Philip Shaibu attempted impeachment, publicly humiliating him by locking him out of his government house office. Despite a court ruling invalidating the impeachment, Philip Shaibu remained sidelined from the seat of power. Before Philip Shaibu, Obaseki's relationship with Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State and current Federal Capital Territory Minister, also soared. Wike had been a key supporter of Obaseki during his transition to the PDP, but the alliance deteriorated after Obaseki aligned with anti-Wike forces within the party. Wike has since declared that he will not support Obaseki or the PDP candidate in the upcoming election, and many believe that Wike will seize the opportunity to strike back at his former ally. Perhaps Obaseki's most contentious battle has been with the Oba of Benin Palace, from disputes over the return of Benin artifacts to his effort to strive the Oba's control over certain traditional leaders. Obaseki's actions have drawn widespread criticism from the Benin people. Many have seen his clashes with the Oba as an unforgivable affront to one of Nigeria's most respected monarchy. This upcoming election will be influenced by the coalition of anti-Obaseki forces, which include not only political adversaries, but also traditional and cultural entities, according to Shola. He said that the metaphorical hammer has changed hands, and many are eager to see the people of Edo State will exert their revenge at the ballot box. Hey, I people are gonna know what I think about this matter in our comment section. I would love to hear from you. Let's keep the conversation lively in our comment section. Once again, thank you so much for staying tuned. Moving on to the next one. Governor Godwin Obaseki has asked civil servants not to vote for gubernatorial candidates who can't articulate their ideas for Edo State. Obaseki spoke on Tuesday during a meeting with civil servants in Benin City, the capital of Edo State, and he advised them not to elect a candidate without the required experience to govern Edo State. The off-cycle governorship election in Edo State is scheduled to be held on September 21st. So, Obaseki went to the meeting to appreciate and thank everyone from the bottom of his heart, and he wouldn't have achieved what he achieved without them. He quoted that he has finished the first part, but the journey must not stop. It must continue. The engine of development must continue to run. So the rate at which they need to run will be very high when they make the right decision. So they can't afford any mistake come September 21st. Those who want to take over power, by all means, are uneducated, according to Governor Godwin Obaseki, and he said they have never worked in any better place. That his message to them is that it is a risk they can't afford. That is not about Obaseki, but democracy and development. That the risk is about allowing people without ideas of what to do to lead. People who can't even articulate their ideas. People who can't read a balance sheet. That Edo will face a major risk if they miss it on Saturday. Also speaking, as we heard the candidate of the People Democratic Party said, Obaseki has done well for Edo State. The Edo State Public and Civil Service is number 1 in Nigeria. Obaseki has done very well, and he will continue from where he stopped. As the other said, all of them that are there are his priority, functions together, and they will continue to make Edo State a progressive state, and this shall be their focus when he emerges as the governor of Edo State. So guys, at this point, we have come to the end of today's segment. So I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, your opinions are in our comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for staying tuned.